Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll look into a scenario in which would make this world ideal. This will be over a few parts, and the parts will be due to being live. I'll do Europe and North America, South America and North America. Not Iceland, because it's Europe, but yeah. Then I'll do Europe. I'll do a few parts. And this will be how it'll go. The first video will focus on this area. We'll focus on a big area. I'm getting a big mark to mark it well. So this will be where part 1 impacts. And then part 2 will be Europe, which will be here. Then we'll go to Africa, for my ideal Africa. And then we'll do Oceania and Asia. And there'll also be different things in this, including like political ideologies of things I'm changing, and many other things. I'll use colors to represent ideologies. Red, communist, gray, fascist, or nationalist, ultra-nationalist. And red to color communist, blue to color, well, democracy, and green to color constitutional monarchy. We can use yellow for monarchies, and, well, purple for not really decided. Let's start in South America, though. In South America, there's a few borders I'd like to change, including Peru's and Ecuador's, and Colombia's and Peru's, including giving Peru this, because why not, and the Ecuador-Peru dispute thing. I'd like to expand Ecuador a bit, because they historically were bigger, not the small nation. And plus, they need glory. Plus, we give a fair deal to Paraguay. Like, look. Although Panama, chill. Let's make a Central American Confederation. I think that's a good idea. I might backtrack on that, but let's say that is for sure now. Then I'm going to say that there's going to be a United Central America. I didn't put Panama in because they're transcontinental, which means 2 continents. And maybe the Guianas could unite together. Ideally, that would be great. Look how big this country is. Although, does Venezuela get what they want? The Essequibo region? Which I don't think they will, because that looks bad. But I could imagine here. I think I figured out the fix to this dispute. I gave them that. But Brazil will get Colombia's like panhandle thing and southern Venezuela. And like as you can see, I'm fixing the borders. First, that'll be the first part. Then we can go through if I changed ideologies. Some countries will continue to be the same, but some countries won't. With Colombia and Venezuela, let's say unite. So that seems like a great idea. And then there's Paraguay. Paraguay. What to do with Paraguay? Yeah, I think we'll divide it. No. I have a better idea. This is arguably maybe too far south for the start of the northern border. But let's make a Patagonian independent republic called the Patagonian Republic. And I gave them that border because, well, we don't want boring borders. Well, maybe square borders look nice, but maybe they don't. Maybe they're unnecessary, maybe they are. The Canada-the-US straight border. It's just boring. Though, boring at some borders. On a Mercator projection, because Mercator projection isn't the most accurate. With Argentina and Chile losing a big chunk of their land, what can we do to Bolivia? Oh, I know. Give them back their coastline. Right. Chile already lost enough land. So how about we give them some of Peru's land? Because Peru is why Bolivia lost its coast, let's say. Because they joined a war with Bolivia. And as you can see, Bolivia has its coast back. And Peru is not happy. Maybe Paraguay should take some land. I think I'm going to expand Paraguay, but I don't know exactly how. I mean, maybe we could go like this. This is river land, so it's important. And then we could give them southern some of Argentina, a tiny bit of Brazil. Don't worry, we'll give Brazil land in a minute. Because they should, and I mean it, have some more control over Bolivia. It also fixes Bolivia's border a huge amount. And Brazil gets land out of the WildMapper conference, even though they had no say in it. With North America and South America being in the same vein, just because there's not as much in these continents. Like, maybe I'll make a Texas Republic or a Pacific State of America. Like, make a new United States. Uruguay? What should we do about Uruguay problem? Oh, I got a solution to the Uruguay problem. Let's get rid of it. Just kidding. I know the answer. Uruguay obviously is southern Brazil. Let's be honest. Just kidding. Not really. And yeah, Brazil is pretty angry at this one, giving away their coastline. Paraguay is looking nicer. The Caribbean will unite. Let's see what to do with Mexico. Just what to do with Mexico. What to do. Yep, let's give Yucatan independence. Why wouldn't we? Because they're not the same. Let's give here independence. Just kidding. What can we do to Canada? What to do to Canada? Give them Alaska, because that's ideal for the world. Canada being stronger. But, as you can see, that's not really that much of an expansion, despite being a lot. With Mexico saying, oh, we should expand into the U.S., I got a better solution for both of these countries. And Canada will just watch. And yeah. Straight border. They say, oh yeah, let's do a straight border. But then I intervene and I'm like, no. With a Pacific state being created. Now, this is not a state. This is a Pacific nation. They would probably be resource dependent on, not Canada, but they probably have a lot of relations with Canada and the U.S. Pretty good. If they aren't at war, which they might be. But now let's make a Gulf nation. Are they going up around here? But that's like it for this. Let's make an East Coast nation. But some of northern New England got annexed by Canada. Let's make a Great Lake nation. And then the rest can be the remnants. With Canada moving the 48th parallel south of them. Instead of where it actually is. With Canada managing to stay intact. Now let's go through ideologies. And where to start? Well, Canada stays democratic. Which means we'll use blue to represent it. All of Canada. I didn't get rid of some of the lines. They are democracy, because why wouldn't they? They also got Greenland. I forgot to mention that, so yeah. In the ideal world, Canada's pretty strong. But like the US is pretty divided. And they're probably democracies. So let's go to Brazil, who kept their initial ideology. I don't know about this one, but they didn't. Ecuador is a democracy. Paraguay stayed democratic. The main, U.S. ecoways stay democratic. Despite it might make sense to have some monarchies. The United Central American States picks in the Caribbean Empire. Both of which will be a monarchy/empire. We're getting closer and closer to the ideal world, guys. And let's see. Should I make it communist? Nope. We'll make Gran Colombia a dictatorship. Because we can, guys. You know what else will become monarchies? Peru. Uruguay, Bolivia. Mexico. Yucatan is a democracy. Dictatorship is in Uruguay. And a constitutional monarchy should be put in Panama. No, I'm kidding. We're going to put democracy there. As we can see, the democracies rule the world. But that's because why would much change in North and South America? Because we're mostly democracies. And it's hard to change a democracy. With this being all that's annexed. And Canada's a lot stronger with this. But all of these like areas that broke away, I would say these areas that broke away from the US would be pretty stable as independent nations. And that's all. Stay in tune for the rest of the world. As we know, these are a lot of ideologies. Canada is no longer a constitutional monarchy. Next episode, Europe. See you then. Bye, guys. That's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. WildMapper.